What's up, everyone? In today's video, we're going to be going over the best loadout to use in Fortnite Chapter 5 Season 4. Before we begin the video, let's try to hit 100 likes on this upload. We're also closing in on 100,000 subscribers, so if you don't want to miss another informative Fortnite video for this season, don't forget to subscribe. With that being said, let's get right into it. Starting with the first slot, you have two options. These two options depend really on your personal preference. With that being said, the Striker Burst AR and the Striker AR are the two best options. The reason for choosing the Striker Burst AR is because it's honestly the most reliable and consistent AR in the game currently. If you're looking for primarily an aggressive and more accurate type of playstyle, the Striker Burst is your best option. Most of the pros are even choosing the Striker Burst AR over the regular Striker this season because of the consistent damage dealt while shooting with the Striker Burst. Whether you're trying to damage the enemy's health or their Captain America shield this season, it's an amazing weapon to use. Personally, this is what I tend to use more often than the regular Striker AR, but let's talk about it. If you're not a fan of the Striker Burst AR, your next best option is the regular Striker AR. The reason for choosing the Striker AR is because this weapon has a fast firing rate. Not to mention, this was everyone's go-to weapon in Chapter 5 Season 1, although I do think it was stronger and more accurate a few seasons ago than it is now. Now let's move on to the second slot. For the second gun, I would go with the Sovereign Shotgun. If you aren't a fan of the Sovereign Shotgun, the next and only right answer is the Gatekeeper Shotgun. Let's further discuss why the Sovereign Shotgun should be in your second slot. For starters, the Sovereign Shotgun supplies you with 6 bullets, which is already an advantage over the 3 in your Gatekeeper, or even 5 if you're lucky to find or mod with a drum mag. With the Sovereign Shotgun, the 6 bullets is more of an advantage, and so is the reload times. You may or may not have noticed, but with the Sovereign Shotgun, it reloads a single bullet per second as opposed to the Gatekeeper, where it takes 3 seconds in total to reload all 3 bullets. There has also been a recent buff to the Sovereign Shotgun. You are now able to aim in 25% faster, and the aim-in fire rate has also increased, which makes this gun have an upper hand over the Gatekeeper Shotgun. Don't get me wrong, the Gatekeeper is still a good shotgun, but because of the minor buff, the way it reloads, and having more bullets, this makes the Sovereign Shotgun much better to have in your loadout. Not to mention, it seems that with the jetpack meta this season, everyone's been using this shotgun 9 times out of 10. Whichever shotgun you choose this season, both are good options over the hammer pump shotgun. I'm not even sure why it's still in the game, to be honest, but let me know in the comments below which shotgun you prefer this season. I would love to hear your feedback. Now let's move on to the third slot. For the third slot, there's 2 options that honestly make the most sense, either the Monarch pistol or the jetpack. Now, I personally have not mastered using the jetpack as a slide canceling method for my primary mobility source, but most people have. I'm also not sure if Fortnite even intended for the mobility on the jetpack to be as crazy as it is. There could be a potential update to nerf the jetpack, but as of right now, there is not. If you are more of an aggressive player, the jetpack should definitely take that third slot. If you aren't a fan of the jetpack meta and you want more of a traditional loadout, I would go with the Monarch pistol. The Monarch pistol is honestly a combination of the Mammoth pistol and hand cannon. This weapon gives you as many as 9 bullets to shoot with, similar to the hand cannon, while hitting for an insane amount of damage like the Mammoth pistol would. What do you guys think of the Monarch pistol this season? Is it worth carrying to you, or would you rather try to master the jetpack meta? Let me know in the comments below as well. Now that we've discussed the third slot, let's move on to the fourth slot. For the fourth slot, I would personally choose the most reliable movement with the shockwave grenades. Combining the jetpack meta and the shockwave grenades is truly an insane amount of mobility that could set you up for not only easy rotations, but also benefit you for repositioning in fights. You could also go with Captain America's shield or War Machine's arsenal, but personally, I'm not a fan of either. They also recently decreased the spawn rates of both. And aside from doing this, they also nerfed the damage on both of these items. Captain America's shield damage has decreased from 50 to 40, and it takes longer to recharge when throwing the shield at an enemy. For War Machine's arsenal, it has a longer cooldown on both the turret and rockets now. Whatever you decide based on this information for your ideal loadout, all of these are great options. Now let's move on to the fifth and final slot. For the 5th and final slot, it's usually ideal to carry a healing item, and there are 2 items this season that are absolutely worth carrying. You can either go with the Flowberry Fizz or the Chug Splashes, but personally, I'm still going with the Flowberry Fizz for one specific reason. The reason why I'm choosing the Flowberry Fizz is because it's a great combination for mobility, whether you carry the jetpack, shockwaves, or both. The Chug Splashes obviously are a great alternative if you don't like the Fizz, but movement is always a priority for me, especially while trying to escape from the amounts of OP items this season. Ultimately, whatever benefits you and your playstyle more, I would carry. With this season of Fortnite still in its early stages, there's going to be plenty of new items and weapons arriving to the game in the coming weeks. Be sure to subscribe to stay updated on the channel for all things Fortnite. We are also closing in on 100,000 subscribers, so if you want to help me out, please do so. If this video was helpful for you as well, don't forget to hit the like button and use supporter creator code Joey773 to support my channel. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take it easy.